Hello again, everybody. It's been a long time, but God's willing, all those technical difficulties are behind me, and I can focus on the difficulties of the mission now, which are numerous and substantial. It's one of the hardest chapters in the entire game, and therefore one of my favorites. And due to an AI bug, it's about 3 times harder than intended here in the extended edition.
The old man was right. Eitri's already here. Get to the forge. That youngster won't beat me.
Good starting forces, but no town here. Need to fix that in short order.
Eitri has captured the forge.
Alright, town center. Dwarves over toward the resources. Need to get the hand axe upgrade. My guys are... I'm playing as Loki this time, so my dwarves are terrible at gathering lumber. Gonna build kind of a makeshift wall of these barracks. I'll want that later on if it goes for tier and therefore the Thimble Winter God power. Alright, so some kind of division between lumber and... gold here. I've got a Jarl to scout with. Send that guy out. Having a Jarl as a scout is very useful, because there are plenty of trolls around in these caves, so he can scout without getting killed off by one of those. Both of these guys start training me Ulfsarks to this location. Continuous train? That'll do. Alright. You just take care of like 3 or 4 totally separate objectives at this point. So there's one of Eitri's fishing ships. Or docks, which is fleets of fishing ships. The best way to get food in this mission is to destroy his docks, which then gives you control of his fishing ships. It's a unique feature here. So, I'll work on that. I'll work on building a dock and taking over his. So, build me a dock. Get up there, build me a dock. Sure, that'll do. And you build me a wall. The map is very complicated, so if you want to fight on 5 fronts, you must build walls in several different places. I've tried many different walling strategies here. You can take many different kinds of approaches to this mission, which is quite interesting. The one I'm going to show you here is, I believe, the very most effective and the best way to wall. Alright, we're off to an okay start. We're out of food, though, so you build me throwing action instead. The only good way to get food is get those fishing ships going, at several different lakes, hopefully. Alright, yeah, we fought some trolls, but they're easy for the heroes of Brokk to take out. They actually have their own troll mini-bases, but I can ignore those. Focus on my docks and fishing instead. Need them to the wall, too. My goal is to funnel them into the central area near the objective point, but not actually at it. That way I concentrate my forces around the point I need to defend, without actually losing control of it. Alright, so the docks, fishing ships are mine. They're not intelligent about their placement. It's a little bit irksome, but it's what I've got. All of you guys are group 2. Get over there. Everybody else sit trained at that location too. Go, 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 go. Alright, captured more of his ships. More of his ships, whatever. Get to work, get to work, get to work. I have one of the fishing ship upgrades, so that's nice. Finish that, then I need to get over to the main area. I need to keep building walls there. There is a large dock to destroy there. I need to turn off throwing action, I think, for the time being. Right, I was saying there's a large enemy wave coming in less than 2 minutes. So I must get my entire army regrouped, reinforced, all in place, and in good formation before 2 minutes go by. Other things to do too, though. Tear that thing down. We're gonna need to get some more docks. We're gonna need to get another wall, too. His army's gonna be like 25 or so units. I have good counters ready for them. But without good tactics and being well prepared, I'll be crushed regardless. And it's not enough to survive. I need a decisive victory. You guys, where are you? I need you to build one more set of walls here to funnel them, again, away from an area where I don't want them to be to an area where I do want them to be. Let's get some more of those. Oops. No, guys, no. Why would you... Idiot. I'm telling you to run the exact opposite direction. Your own unit's AI is a major hardship on this mission. Pathing around some of these rock formations in the cave is just horrible. That will have to do. No. So I took unnecessary fire there. His army is not here right now. It will be momentarily. Don't know when, but... It can be tempting to try to rush in and destroy his towers while his army is out, but I find that is not worth the trouble. You often end up out of formation when his army suddenly shows up while you're injured from all the towers, so often leads to disaster. Alright, so, well, I've got a good food supply going. Here's his army. Okay. Or here's part of it anyway. Can I lure them out? Come on, guys. If he's dumb enough to let me destroy his army piecemeal like this, I will do it. I can beat the whole thing, but it'll take more casualties that way than it will like this. There's more of them. You're still seeing just the tip of the iceberg here. His army is enormous, his production rate is enormous, and he's going to age up faster than me too. Which reminds me, I should take care of some upgrades.
The forge is ours!
You know, cancel that thing, I need to age up. No more Ulfsarks, age up. So it's a King of the Hill type mission. Need to hold on to the forge for a few minutes to win. It is hard to keep the forge, but I've got it for now. Don't know where the rest of his army is. Build with that section. I'm going to funnel him away from the forge itself so he can't easily reclaim it. Alright, you guys, get over there. There's some more gold to mine. And let's get some more guys onto lumber, though. Can't have too many lumber guys right now. Been very short on that lately. Now I can do that upgrade, perhaps. Come on, there's no time to waste. The slightest mistake or the least inefficiency of this mission will make it truly impossible. But if you play perfectly, you can beat it. I need to get more houses. One does find a lot of people online claiming that this AI bug that makes him produce so many guys makes it impossible. But they're wrong, it's just really hard. Gotta keep him away from that forge. If he gets even one guy near it, he can just reclaim the entire thing from me. That's one of the worst parts about the mission, actually, just how the pathing around the forge is so bad that it doesn't register units being next to it at the right time. So you can have the 20 guys nearby, but it won't count them, and it'll only count his one guy. Or not. Just random luck. More upgrades for my infantry. I'm going to focus mostly on infantry this time. It's probably the best approach. You must choose Braggai. He gives you this upgrade here, which is the only way in the game to give the Norse an anti-cavalry unit. Makes their Ulfsarks be good against cavalry. The enemy use plenty, so you had better get that upgrade, so you had better play Braggai. Boy, do I need more of throwing axemen. He uses lots of Hersiers, so that's the counter. And more houses. Alright, no guys, let's fight together. I and Harry are best taken out with my heroes. You notice I will not build many Mythians myself. My Mythians will be overwhelmed by their vast numbers of heroes. Alright, let's get that upgrade. I can get more food from this one here. I already have one fishing... Oh, wow. You guys get in there. With so many things happening on so many fronts, it's easy to overlook a unit or two. I should also get some fortresses, because they don't take up population room, and they're substantially useful defenders. Once I have some more lumber. I think I have enough guys on that for now. Maybe do an upgrade for gold gathering. Let me get this thing built. And... Okay, need to get a market too, actually. He will hit Mythic Age momentarily. He has infinite resources, so he just ages up straight from Archaic all the way to Mythic before 10 minutes. Where is his army? If there's any time between waves, it means the next wave is going to be even huger. So, bear that in mind. On most players, I'm fighting continuously by now, just an endless stream of his forces flowing in from his infinite resource base. Got to get this carpenters improvement, that's good, that's the final wood upgrade. But with good tactics, good positioning, good micro, and good manipulation of the AI, you can take very few casualties fighting his endless force of soldiers, and therefore effectively out-resource Infinity. No, work. I'm not near my population. Why am I not near it? What am I training instead? Gotta keep the whole economy and military rolling out full speed. Ulfsarks, and yeah, you work on that. And I can age up soon now. Sell that lumber. Aging up is the most important thing. Is that the army? No, it's just a small fringe. Where is the army? This might be part of them, because he's got his Heroes of Ragnarok here. Those usually go with his army. I've got flaming weapons to win the first fight when they do show up. He's in the Mythic Age, alright. I expect to see big trouble units soon. Alright, I can get some upgrades now, though, at long last. I can focus upon that. Hack armor will be useful. He's still sending in trickling, luckily. That is helping me a lot. Ooh, he summoned Nidhogg. Okay, I can get my own Nidhogg, and we'll have a Nidhogg battle. It'll be great. By which I mean totally tedious. I need more gold, huh? Weird, that's an unusual thing I'm running out of on this mission where we have all these dwarves. Near the population cap. I must claim the other town center as soon as I have the resources to do so. Gotta boost that population cap up as much as you can. The key to taking very few casualties is to have overwhelming firepower, and that means a high population. I'll cancel some things for that town center, gotta get that done fast. Come on. Where is his army? He must have like 500 population worth of guys. He produces troops at enormous speed, but as long as I can funnel them into a small area where he can't use his superior numbers, I should be able to win things. The healing fountain and fortresses also help turn the tide. This mission is pretty much a coin flip for me. I win about half the time. Don't know why he's not attacking this time though. At this point I think I have it pretty much in the bag. I'm too well ensconced. Nidhogg! And I'll build a temple. Now that I can get to, now that I have hell, I can get fire giants, which are actually useful. He'll destroy my other Mythians, but fire giants can stay in the back and just keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. Also, they do spectacular area of effect damage, so fire giants are basically the perfect myth unit for this mission. The only viable one, in fact. When I can get about 3 or 4 built up on the field, it usually clinches this mission for me. At that point, I have enough area damage to hold his numbers down. He usually peaks around minute 7 or so. If you can control him at that point, you'll gradually close the age and upgrade gap against him, and you'll be able to overwhelm him with better tactics. The market is very useful in this mission for transmuting one resource into another, because what you need changes up very rapidly, faster than you can change your economy. Ooh, there's a substantial force, okay. But no, he's still confused by what I'm doing here. He's not fighting me properly. Hoplites and Ulfsarks, I like the sound of that. Usually it's not a very good relic, but it's always randomly generated stuff. Take that relic, drop it off there. And let's start training some fire giants. I know about the population cap right now, but eventually they'll build some, that'll be great. And I don't want to wall things off completely, but I do probably want another hill fort once I can. Yeah. Upgrade. My food income is now my best income. Not surprised when you have this many fishing ships fully upgraded. Running out of gold here. Finish there. Great. Let's get my population cap boosted. Probably cancel training these. No, keep it up for the time being. Cancel that. And okay, that should raise my population cap, which is much needed. The trolls here should be dead. It's a dangerous map for your villagers. It's full of trolls and bears. Enough armies to take out his heroes myself. Almost done. Well, it's stupid and silly, but I'm going to go provoke him into a giant battle at this point. Don't know what his army has been doing, but we haven't really seen them in force for whatever reason. Just to show you guys how big the army is that I'm usually fighting at this point. Given I've had like a month of non-stop technical difficulties recording this mission, I think I've got to just take this, because deadline is here. There really are a massive number of bears. So many you could just hunt for food the entire mission long if you didn't need to have your dwarves gathering golden lumber and set up in time. Well, you can bet I'll find massive resistance in his base. So typically he's just flooding troops out continuously, but if you continuously flood out your own troops, countering him with intelligent tactics using these throwing action to focus fire, you'll do okay, generally speaking. You can hold out and then build up and use your, healing fountain to provide a continuous advantage. Ah, there's some of these guys at least. Massive, are they all stuck here or something? Is that what's going on? Well, giant army, but I just need to hold the line for 1 minute, so it should be good. Fire giants are good against large areas of troops, so if they'll just start shooting, I'll be good. And I'm not going to actually try to fight his army intelligently here. I'm not really trying to win this fight, just to show off that he really sends huge numbers of troops at me most of the time. I guess 2 AI bugs cancel each other out this time. The original edition of this map was pretty hard, but not really incredibly hard like this one can be when he actually fights properly. Get some more troops trained. So you're usually up against that kind of force, but you can handle it with difficulty and with tactics. After all the difficulties I had getting this mission just be recorded, I'm not going to redo it at this point, but that is how it goes. This tactic, should win things for you. As a reminder, don't forget to build this wall of barracks and houses here. He doesn't always choose to advance with Hell. If he goes with Tyr, you must have this here to block his Fimbulwinter wolves from killing all your villagers on lumber. You can see his troops are, at this point fully upgraded too. It's one of the rare cases where the AI will fully upgrade. Which, again, is part of a bug that makes him 3 times as hard to fight as he's supposed to be on this mission, in the Extended Edition only. The next mission is like that too. The first time I beat it in the Extended Edition took me like 3 hours of constant fighting, killing thousands and thousands of enemies, taking hundreds of casualties myself. Then I learned a better way. Nidhogg is not a very useful unit, unfortunately. He's fun, he's unique, but he sucks. But the other Mythic Age gods are even more useless, and Fire Giants are worth the trouble regardless. They're so useful in this mission with their combination of range attacks to stay out of harm's way and area damage to mow down its gigantic armies. Really, there's no replacing them. Alright, so, there's the board. We win! Potentially the second hardest mission in the entire game after the next one. But if you guys use these tactics and have some good micro, you should be able to win regardless, like I usually do. Well, time for another cinematic here, and the payoff of the story at long last.
Brokk! How dare you steal my idea? Your idea? That's ridiculous! Why, Skult! What are you doing here? Thank you for building this wall for me, little friends. You have been quite predictable. Eitri, brother, this was all the work of Loki. He fooled us into fighting each other. He's stolen Freya's gift. We've got to get that boar back.
Sure hope there's no hard feelings about massacring hundreds of your men there. No blood feuds or anything like that. Well, AI was strange, but we won, and I'll take it this time, after all these weeks of trying to get this thing to record. Have a great day, everyone.